Gurv Margaret, Cian O'Callaghan. Minister, I want to ask you about childcare and core funding. Minister, parents with children in the Little Rainbows creche in my constituency were told by the operator this summer that the operator was withdrawing from core funding and increasing the fees for their prices. The increased fees are simply not sustainable or affordable for many of the parents, forcing some of them to choose about whether or not they can continue to afford to work. Minister, as you know, this is not an isolated case. This has been unfolding in similar situations across the country. There are no protections in place for parents and they have no rights to appeal these decisions. So, Minister, I want to know, will you and your department engage with the operator in this instance to find a resolution that will work for parents and their children, and what are you doing to tackle this?
Thank you, Minister.
Thanks very much, Deputy. What we're doing to tackle it is make core funding as attractive as possible for providers, because ultimately providers have a right to make decisions, and we look to make core funding attractive to them. And we've done that by growing the overall amount of core funding available to funders. This year it'll go to €331 million, a 15% increase. But we've also recognised that certain providers, the fee freeze that's in place impacted them differently according to when they last raised their fees. So we've put in place a mechanism where a provider whose fees are out of line with neighbouring providers can actually apply to make a fee increase. Again, trying to bring in fairness, trying to bring in equality to the particular system. My understanding is that there's a number of services under that umbrella. My understanding is that one of those services it has subsequently contracted with core funding, and the parents there will be able to get the benefits of the lower levels of fees. But we have done all that we can to make core funding as attractive as possible for services.
Deputy McBarry.